Hey, what up, y'all? It's me, your boy, Lil D, coming at you from the den with another nursing video. And in today's video, I want to talk about nursing skills that I do not enjoy doing as a nurse. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. I post nursing-related videos 1 to 2 times a week here on this channel, so if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you're not part of my Facebook page, my nursing Facebook page that's linked to this YouTube account, that's linked down below also, David Robinson with an extra N after Robinson. You can check that out, and that's where I post, when I post a video, nursing ideas. You can comment back to me or message me if you have any questions, or also on Instagram. But yeah, let's get into the video. And there are 3 main nursing skills, 3 main things in the hospital that I do not enjoy doing as a nurse. Leave a comment down below if you agree with these or if there's something that you don't enjoy doing as a nurse. But the first one is doing anything with the oral mucus. I'm talking about like doing oral care and pulling that mucus out, suctioning that mucus out. Now, this is a very basic skill. Your nursing assistant could do it, you could do it, but just something about pulling that out of the mouth just really makes me like, ooh, it kind of like makes me gag, really. And nothing really makes me gag in nursing, but it's just this thick sputum that you're pulling out of this patient's mouth, and you can just kind of like feel it in your own, like you feel like you're feeling it for them. It's just like, no. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Something that goes along with that also, and I don't get many of these patients, are patients who have the trachs, doing care on the trachs and cleaning that out. Now, pulling out the device and cleaning it out with a little brush is not so bad, but it's when the respiratory therapists go down in deep suction in there is when I really get that disturbing feeling as well. So that kind of goes with oral care, I think. The second nursing skill that I do not enjoy, I have never enjoyed it, is dropping an NG tube. A tube that goes down from the nose all the way down here. It's just never a pleasant experience. One of the main reasons I don't like doing it is just because I feel bad. I can't even imagine really what it feels like to have a tube shoved up through your nose. You have to first start off like this. You're shoving it through their nose, and then this person has to be able to cooperate also. Then they have to go down like this, and you continue to push it where you just know that they feel it back there, because this is the point where they start like coughing a lot and like pretty much gagging, and you're trying to prompt them to take sips. It's just not a skill that I like doing on anybody, and I always feel so bad when I do it. I also hate when I hit resistance just at the beginning, because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a hard one. When I feel resistance just at the beginning, I know that we're just gonna have problems the whole way going down, whether that's curling at the bottom or what. As long as they keep it in, then it should be fine. But usually at some point, the patients that I get on the neurotelemetry unit, the first thing that they want to do is go up to their nose and pull it straight out. Now, that's the easy part, but it's usually not supposed to come out that early. So that means that we gotta talk to them about possibly placing another one. Or sometimes we just go a whole different route of care if they do that. The last skill that has been hit or miss for me is placing IVs. This is one of the most basic nursing skills that you can do, placing an IV. Now, I used to be really good at placing IVs, and then on my unit we got this device called a vein finder, which is literally like the most amazing device ever, because when you're placing an IV, it's not like in nursing school where they say to look for it, because they never have veins that you can see. I rarely have a vein that I can see, that I can feel, that I go for. It's always based off of feel, never off of sight. And that's one of the hard things when teaching my students, when I have students following me, is because they look and they get super discouraged because they can't see anything. And I really encourage them to try looking away and feeling for the veins on them, because that is when you can really see what they got going on, is when you actually take your eyes off of it and you just kind of go back and forth on the arm. But this is a hit or miss for me, because we did get this vein finder and it was amazing, and I was getting so many IVs in it. I actually enjoyed it. I would get all my stuff, grab my vein finder, it came on this arm so I'd position it, and the patient thought it was cool, so it made it like less stressful for the patient because they thought this piece of technology was really cool. But then it broke, and when it broke, all my IV skills, they kind of just went away, because I was no longer used to putting in an IV without this. I was so used to having it, and it's pretty much like I'm starting over. Not to mention that we recently changed our policy where we don't have to change the IVs as often as we used to, so I really just don't put that many IVs in at all. Now, if you stuck around for this long, I'm going to tell you about one last nursing skill that I do not enjoy doing, so thank you for hanging around this long, and that is placing a urinary catheter, not on a guy, but on a female, because I just feel like I always need a second pair of hands. I mean, you really do. Sometimes you need a flashlight, and it just never goes as planned. I've gotten quite a few, but I've needed some help. Generally, I always need a little bit of help in this area. But yeah, leave a comment down below if there's a nursing skill that you do not enjoy. Leave it in the comment down below. Maybe it's something that I mentioned or something completely different. If you want to check out one of my other nursing related videos, you can check them out right here. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.